What's going on, Facebook fam? It's your man, Dr. Will. And you guys know the deal. Let me know what city, what state, what country you are chiming in from. Even if you're watching the replay, let me know what city, what state, what country you are chiming in from. I'm here in the beautiful city of Phoenix, Arizona on this Friday morning. And I want to talk to you about making winning normal. Making winning normal. And the way that, what's going on, Sean? What's going on, Jermaine? The way we make winning normal, guys, is by our systems. By our systems. And when I talk about, good morning again, Irma. Yeah, we on it, Irma. We're going deep in 2021. Good evening from Rwanda. The way we make winning normal is our systems. Another word for systems is our routines. What's our routine, right? What is our routine? What's our daily routine? I have a lot of clients that are professional athletes. And one of the things that they're always talking to me about is their routine. When I was in the military, we had routines that made it easy for us to function every single day. One of the things that has fascinated me over the years is remembering when I was in the military and I went to basic training, the Army was able to take all these individuals from all different types of backgrounds, from all different types of nationalities, from all different thoughts and perspectives, and they put us in a system, and this system transformed us into soldiers, no matter where we came from. It was guys who grew up on a farm. It was guys like me who grew up in the hood. It was guys that, grew up in plush environments, right? But they took all of us and put us in the same system that made us soldiers. And so, what is your system? Jill, you military, you know this. Like, that was always fascinating to me. Like, it created from all of us soldiers. They taught us how to march. They taught us how to salute. They taught us the language of being a soldier. It taught us the language of being, a soldier. So for you, what are your daily habits? What are your daily routines? And what are they creating? I've talked to you guys before about my 10 before 10. My 10 before 10. And people often ask me when they interview me, they always ask me, are you surprised at the level of success that you're having? Oh, this is a different Jill. Jill, I know exactly another Jill Bullock that was in the Army with me. And I'm looking at your picture. I thought that was her. So you're another Jill. Okay, I know another Jill Bullock that's actually was in the Army with me. And so when they ask me on these interviews, am I surprised at my success? And I tell them, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. And I don't want this to sound arrogant or anything, but I want you to think about this. If a farmer goes out and plants corn seeds or tomato seeds or apple seeds, that farmer is not surprised when the harvest comes and it's corn. The farmer would be surprised if they planted corn seeds and then they got potatoes, right? When you're working a system, when you're working a formula, when you're working a recipe, another word for it is recipe. If you're working a recipe, if I'm going to make a cake and I buy Betty Crocker and I take the Betty Crocker and I pour the cake mix in a bowl and I add 2 eggs, a cup of milk, a teaspoon of shortening, and I mix it up. I preheat my oven to 350. I grease the pan. I put the cake mix in the pan. I put the pan in the oven. In 20 minutes, I'm not surprised that I have a cake. I'm not surprised at all that I have a cake. I would be surprised if I had a pie. I would be surprised if I had a meatloaf. And so when you start to implement the right things in your life, right? You start drinking more water. You start going for a walk. You start watching the calories that you take in. You shouldn't be surprised when you start losing weight. The same way, you shouldn't be surprised if I'm eating Twinkies, I'm eating ice cream, and I'm eating Big Macs every day, and then I gain weight. I should not be surprised at that. I should not be surprised at that. I should know that's the result I'm going to get. Like when people say, I don't know where this weight came from. You do know where the weight came from. You do know where it came from. It came from eating the Oreos. It came from not exercising. It came from eating ho-hos at night while you're Netflix and binging. That's where it came from. Why are you surprised? And so when I talk about you got to make winning normal, the way you make winning normal is you implement winning systems, winning strategies. So when I talk about my 10 before 10, there's 10 things that I do every single day that produce the success that I have in my life, that produce the success that I have with relationships. It's a system, right? Let me just give you something practical. I have thousands of people on my Facebook page, thousands of people that I'm connected to. One of my goals is to ensure that I connect with each of you at least once a year. At least once a year. Well, how do I do that? Well, Facebook conveniently lets me know when your birthday is. Every day, it gives me a list of whose birthday it is. That is my way. I go to that list every single day. And for everyone, I write them a happy birthday greeting. That's my system for ensuring that I connect with everybody on my Facebook page at least one time a year. At least one time a year. Inside of my 10 before 10, I have a system that says every day, reach out to one family member or friend. Every day, reach out to one family member or friend. What's going on, Nikki? Every day, right? That's my system. Why? That's the way I stay connected. That's the way I let people know, hey, just thinking about you. I hope everything is well with you and your family. That's my system. You know, when you look at the results that you want, the Bible says, he that wants friends must show himself friendly. So what are you doing on a day-to-day basis to show yourself friendly? If that's the result that you want, what is the results that you want in life? And so whatever result that you want in life, you should have a routine that's helping you get that result. You should have a system that's helping you get that result. What is it? Right? As a communicator, as a speaker, I have a goal that this is what I want to do every day. So a part of that goal, whether I'm getting paid to speak or not, I'm still going to show up and do some type of communication, whether it's on LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, because I have a goal that I want to communicate with people every single day. This is one of the major reasons why I do these Facebook Lives, because it's a part of my goal to connect with people every single day. That doesn't necessarily mean I have to leave my house and travel or get paid to do it, but my goal. And the more I do this, right, the more I do this, the sharper I get. Like this Facebook Live, it's an idea, it's a concept that I'm thinking about in my head. So let me come and share it Man, make winning normal. So, Will, how do we make winning normal? Well, let me share these ideas. Let me see if this makes sense. It may make sense in my head, but let me see if it makes sense if I put it out there in the atmosphere. Right? Let me see if it makes sense. Man, if you have a routine that you follow that gets you to your result, that's how you make winning normal. Now, it doesn't mean that you win all the time, but it means that you win most of the time, right? You're going to win most of the time. I was just talking to somebody earlier today. I have a goal every day to have a great day. That's my goal. I start off the day with my goal being, I want to make today a great day. So all throughout the day, I ask myself, if I see myself getting upset, Will, is this helping you accomplish your goal of having a great day? Is this helping or hindering you? This is the question I ask myself all throughout the day. Whenever I'm doing something, I have reminders on my phone to help me stay focused. Is this helping you or is this hindering you? Like the message will just pop up. And when it pops up, I can ask myself exactly what you're doing right now. Is this helping you accomplish your goals for the day or is this hindering you? If I'm doing something, I'm involved in something that's hindering me, I quickly shift my action. I say, nope. I quickly shift my action. I said I wanted to accomplish this today, but watching this on Netflix is not going to accomplish that. It's not going to help me do that. So what are the routines? What are the systems that you have in your life? And this is how powerful, and I say this all the time, this is how powerful McDonald's is. McDonald's doesn't have the best burger. They don't have the best food. They're never going to win a Michelin award for their food, right? They're never going to be considered a 5-star restaurant. But the reason why they're so successful is their system. Their system is so powerful that they can hire 15 and 16 and 17-year-old individuals to run their systems, hire 21-year-old managers to manage millions of dollars. Why? Because they have more confidence in the system than they have in the people. They have more confidence in the system than they have in the people. All they look to hire is people that can understand the system. They don't even look to hire brilliant, genius type level people. They just hire people. Can you hear? Bing! Pick up the fries. Bing! The burger's ready. Can you push the number 1? When someone says they want a number 1, can you push the number 1? Can you push no lettuce? Can you push no cheese? That's all they need for you to do in their system. Can you? And they're always working on their systems, how they can make their systems better. And then once they make their systems better, they train their people on the system. They're not training their people to be better people, to be more efficient people. They're training their people to understand the system more. The same thing with Walmart, right? They're not trying to hire the best individuals with customer service. They just want to know, do you understand our system? Like this truck is about to drop all this stuff off. Can you understand how to get it on the tray, put it in the aisles, and stock it? That's what we need to know from you. Can you work this system? Do you understand this system enough to do that? Can you do that? When someone comes up to the counter, can you take their product and scan it? Put it in a bag. Can you do that? Can you? We don't even need you. You know, it's a bonus if you say, welcome to Walmart and thank you for coming to Walmart and thank you for shopping. That's a bonus. But you see, they don't really focus on that. They focus on, man, can you run this system? Can you take this product, scan it? Zip? Can you collect money? Can you collect money? Do you know how to give change? I don't even need you to be a mathematician. But do you know what $20 looks like? Do you know what $100 look like? Can you type that in? The system is going to let you know how much change they get. Can you count out $87? Do you know what 4 20s is? A 5 and 3 1s? Can you do that? That's all they care about. The system is what's making them successful. So in your life, What system are you operating on? What system are you operating on? Like day to day. Like most people, their day is like a surprise to them every day. Their day is like a surprise to them every day. Just whatever happens, happens. I tell people this all the time, and initially they really don't understand it when I tell them success is so boring. Success is boring. Why? Because success is repetitive. It's understanding that you got to do the same things over and over and over again. The process of success is boring. What you see and what you like is the result. It's the result, right? But the success process, when you go and you look at athletes, once again, I work with a lot of athletes. Their life, their day-to-day life, when they're inside the season, their life is pretty much boring. Monday, they do the same thing. Tuesday, they do the same thing. Monday, we're going to go watch film. Tuesday, we're going to do a walkthrough. Wednesday, we're going to do a little weight training. Thursday, we're going to have our meetings. Friday, we're going to do another walkthrough. Saturday, we're chilling, getting ready for the game on Sunday. Sunday, we play the game. Monday, we're back watching film. Tuesday, we're back working out. Wednesday, it's Sean, you know this. Sean, you're a weightlifter. You know, repetition builds the success muscle. It builds the same, right? It's Monday, I'm working on my arms, right? Tuesday, I'm working on my back. Wednesday, I'm working on my legs, right? Thursday, I'm doing some cardio. It's routine. It's system. Like you could tell a person who's not on a good overall system because they're big buff up here, but then their legs are small, right? They don't have a system to give them overall body proportion. They just have, I'm just working, you know, I want big biceps. I want big guns. But then their lower extremities are looking real weak. Why? Because they don't have a true and tried system, right? And so that's what I want to ask you guys. That's how you're going to make winning normal. It's based on your systems, guys. It's based on your systems. And so when I look at the success that I have, I'm not surprised at it because I'm working a winning system. I know it's a tried and true system. So when I talk to my clients, right, Frederick, you played professional and loved it so much, right? And when I work with athletes right now, that's the first thing they always ask me. Okay, Will, what's the system? What should I be doing? What should I be doing today? What should I be doing Monday? What should I be doing Tuesday to build my business? And so literally, I took that from them and I said, okay, boom, they need a system. They need to know that, okay, on Monday, you're going to be working on this part of your business. On Tuesday, you're going to be working on this part of your business. On Wednesday, you're going to be, and so this is why I created the Kobe Bryant for speakers. I created the Kobe Bryant workout. So as a speaker, this is what you should be working on Monday. On Tuesday, this is what you should be working on. Because I learned from athletes, when you have this routine and you have this system in place, it takes literally the thinking out of your day. If you talk to the most successful people, they try to think less on the mundane things. They're not trying to think about what they're wearing every day. They're not trying to think about what they're eating every day. They try to put everything on a system. So when you talk to them, I have a banana, I have a cup of coffee, and I eat some oatmeal, right? That's what they do every single morning. Now to you, I need some variety, I need some flavor, I need this and that. And so you're thinking every day it's taking you an hour to figure out what you're going to eat for breakfast. But the highly successful people, they're not even thinking about that stuff. Every day, I'm eating a banana, got a cup of coffee, I'm eating some oatmeal. Now that may be boring to you, but what? They're wanting to use all of their time on thinking about their major products, their major projects. You start thinking about a Zuckerberg and a Gates and all these guys. Man, I just wear a black t-shirt, I wear some jeans, I'm not even thinking about it. Boom, my life is systemized. And we laugh at that. Right? But that's why they're so efficient, because they're using all of their energy. They're using all of their energy on their projects, They're not thinking about the mundane day-to-day stuff in life. They're so systemized and it's so boring that this is why most people don't do it. Because most people are saying, man, I want a variety in life. No, you have the fun when you go on your vacation. You have the fun when you're able to live in this type of neighborhood. That's the fun that's produced from you doing the mundane stuff. That's the fun. Like, it's the fun part for me is being able to go to any restaurant that I want to go to. The fun part for me is being able to go into a store and purchase whatever I want. The fun thing for me is being able to go on vacation wherever I want, right? But what produces all of that? It's the day-to-day systems. My 10 before 10. Reach out to 25 companies. Follow up with 5 companies. Reach out to, right? Boom. It's the day-to-day. Same thing over and over. Like Groundhog's Day, day-to-day. But now that produces the results that I want, that when I want to go and do all the fun stuff, I can do it because I've already put the work in, right? I've already put the work in. And so I want you guys to think about that. Like, what's your winning formula? What's your winning system? What's your winning system, right? That causes you. When you look at a Tom Brady, why was Tom Brady able to go to a whole nother team and produce success? Why? It's his system. Why is LeBron James at year number 18 beating out guys who have been in the league for 3 years, 4 years, 5 years? Why is he playing at a higher level than them? It's his system. It's how he trains his body. He invests $1 million in his trainer to train him to keep his body. Why in 18 years has he only had one major injury, right? However you want to look at it, this guy has went to, in his 18 years, he's went to 10 championships, I think. Is he 4-6 now? He's went to 10 championships. He's played 18 years, and in those 18 years, over 50% of the time, he's put himself in a position, he's put his teams in a position to win a championship. Why? Because he has a winning system. And you know it's a winning system because he produced in Cleveland, he produced in Miami, he went back to Cleveland and produced again, and then went to LA and produced again. Like, everywhere this dude goes, he leads the team to a championship, or he leads the team to put them in a position to get a championship. Whether you like him or not, you can't deny the result. Tom Brady, whether you like Tom Brady or not, you cannot deny the result. You cannot deny the result. What Jay-Z said, women lie, men lie, numbers don't. Results don't lie. And it can't be luck. It can't be luck, right? It's not that one person's lucky and the other person's not. It's not luck. It's not luck. And so if you don't have a winning system in place, like, you can just look, I love to use sports analogies because you can see it. Like, when you hear terminology like a winning culture, like, have you created for yourself a winning culture? It doesn't mean that you win all the time, but a winning culture, right? Like the Lakers, I always tease my friend when we start talking about sports and things like this. I say the Lakers are going to give me a championship every decade. Every decade, the Lakers are going to give their fans an opportunity at a championship. We may have some down years, but I know if I just stick with the team long enough, man, we're going to make some moves. Like, they have a winning culture. It's not by accident that the top players always want to come to LA. It's not an accident that Shaq, Kareem, right? LeBron James, Gary Payton, Karl Malone. It's not by accident that they wanted to come play in LA. LA has a winning culture. right? A winning culture. Like teams want to play for a team that's looking like, man, every year we're trying to win. We're not just trying to make the playoffs. We're not just trying to get to the second round. Every year look, championship or bust. That's where that terminology comes from. For the Lakers, it's championship or bust. Did we have a good year? Only if we won a championship. Only if we won a championship. That's what makes it a good year. Not getting to the second round of the playoffs. Not getting to the conference finals. Like we don't hang conference finals banners up. We only hang up championship banners. Right? We're not hanging up participation trophies. So when you look at, Tom Brady, I think Tom Brady has went to like 9 Super Bowls. I think he's at year 16, 17. Almost half his time of playing, he's been playing for the championship. And what does he have? He has the TB12 system, right? The Tom Brady 12 system that he lives by. That makes him, at 40 years old, still out there hanging in a young man's game. Right? Because it's the systems, guys. It's the systems. Like, in our coaching program, we have this thing called the CAR. And CAR stands for clarity, accountability, and results. And that's what we hold you to. That's how we know you're winning if you're hitting your results. We don't get emotional about anything else except the result. And so you got to be crystal clear on what the result you want. And then we're going to hold you accountable in our coaching program. CAR. That's how we create the vehicle to get you from point A to point B, right? From point A to point B, you need a vehicle, and that's a car. And the car is you being clear on what point A and what point B looks like. What is point B? What's the win? What's the touchdown? What's the goal? That's the point B. What's the goal? That's what we get emotional about. We don't get excited when you get halfway there. We don't get excited when you get almost there. The result is the win. The result is the win. And that's what we're holding you accountable for, is the result you said that you were clear about getting. That's what we get excited about. That's when you got to point A to point B, when you get the result. Now, if you don't get to point B, then we're coming back and we're looking at, okay, are you sure you're clear about this? Let's look at what you're doing. What are your routines? Are you staying on course? Are you following the systems and strategies and the solutions we put in place for you? Because we're like Betty Crocker. Betty Crocker is so confident that they put that box all around the world. Everywhere I go in the world, I look for the Betty Crocker box. Because they're so confident in their system, they say no matter where you are, no matter who you are, no matter what your nationality is, you don't have to go to chef school. If you just follow the recipe, you're going to get what's on this box. You're going to get what's on this box. If you follow the system, you're going to get what's on this box. I didn't have to go to chef school. I didn't have to go to culinary arts school. I just had to pick up the box. And they say if you take this mix, you put 2 eggs in it. You put a cup of water or a cup of milk in it and a teaspoon of shortening. You mix it up. It's going to be a little lumpy. Don't worry about that. Grease the pan. Pour it in there. Give it 15 to 20 minutes. You're going to get this result. They're so confident that they put that box all around the world. That's their system. They're so confident. You could be the worst cook in the world, but if you just follow the system, And so when I realized how powerful systems were, that's all I concentrate on, guys. It's the system that I'm operating in. What's the system? What's the system? And so every area that you want success in, you need to ask yourself, do you have a system? Do you have a system? For every area you want to build wealth, what's your system? What is your system? Raquita, I love it. I say this all the time, right? They say ovens vary. They can't tell you exactly when it's going to happen. This is the same thing I tell all of our speakers that are part of our academy or any of my coaching clients. I can't tell you when it's going to break for you, but I know if you keep following the system, it'll break for you. Why? Because ovens vary. So Betty Crocker can't tell you exactly, is it going to be 15 minutes? Is it going to be 20 minutes or 25 minutes? But they keep saying, just check. After 15 minutes, start checking. Put the little toothpick in there. And that's how when we review your system, when we review what you're doing, that's us putting the toothpick in there. Are we on the way? Are we on track or off track? Because systems may vary. But I'm so confident in the system. I'm so confident in the system that if you follow the system, right? If you follow this, like a system, how to build a thriving speaker business. If you follow the system, right? If you follow the system, I'm confident in the system. I'm confident. The formula. I'm confident in the PAM formula. If you follow the system, I'm confident in the PAM formula. Positioning yourself, right? Finding your advantage and marketing yourself in the right way. I'm confident in this system, this formula, that if you follow the PAM formula, like Betty Crocker, you're gonna get the results. You're gonna get the results. Look what it says. The blueprint strategy. The blueprint strategy. I'm confident. This is how I went from being an unknown speaker to being named the #1 speaker in Arizona, a top 30 speaker in America. I figured out the system. I didn't have to become the most eloquent speaker on the planet. I didn't have to become the most articulate speaker on the planet. I didn't have to become the most dynamic speaker on the planet. See, when I realized what I should focus on to be successful, then I put that in a system and it took me to success. When I first started out, I was worried about being articulate. I was worried about commanding the English language. But then I realized, in the system, the best well-paid speakers are not the most articulate speakers. They're not the most eloquent speakers. It's the speakers who were following a system. And so when I figured out the formula, I said, okay, all right. I was focused on the wrong thing. See, and this only comes when you evaluate your system. See, a lot of you are working hard. And then you get emotional about your hard work, and then you change the result. So because you're emotional and you didn't get the result, you change the result. Well, the goal was to earn 100K. But we helped a lot of people. We got 100 new Twitter followers. That wasn't the goal. That wasn't the result we were going after. We didn't start off saying we want to get 100 Twitter followers. We didn't say we want to get 1,000 Instagram followers. The goal was we want to earn in our business 100K. That was the goal. But then we get emotional about our results. And so we say things like, we're helping a lot of people. We're making a difference. That wasn't the goal. We didn't sit down and say, the goal is to make a difference. The goal was, now, if that's your goal, then don't be disappointed at not earning any money. If your goal is to touch, heal, whatever you want to call it, then if that's your goal, then don't come back and say, and be disgruntled. Nobody's buying my product. Nobody's buying my program. Nobody's hiring me because your goal was, I just want to touch. I want to inspire. If that's your goal. But if the goal is, I want to lose 10 pounds, then you can't get all excited. Well, I didn't lose the 10 pounds, but I lost an inch. To lose an inch was not the goal. And this is why coaching is so important, because coaching is going to hold you accountable to what you say the real goal is. If not, left to ourselves, we just get emotional and we'll change the goal and we'll say, I didn't reach the goal. But no, the farmer doesn't go out and plant to get a harvest and then say, well, I didn't get that harvest, but man, my yard sure looks nice. This field sure looks nice. That's not why they planted those seeds. They planted those seeds to get a harvest. They planted the seed to get a harvest. So don't change the goal. Stick to the goal, guys. And the way you do that is you have winning systems. You implement systems. And so when I talk to, just like with Betty Crocker, when I talk to anybody, I know the system. I know the formula. I know the formula. That's why I'm confident in the formula. I'm confident in the formula. When we talk about our book writing program, I'm confident in, we have a formula. We have a formula. Frederick, I'm telling you, man, when we do our first coaching call on Saturday with the group, I'm in the bag, man. I'm not playing with y'all in 2021. I'm in the bag, man. I'm in the bag. Like, I was just going over the coaching that we're starting this Saturday. Man, just look at the stuff already that I sent you, Frederick. I'm in this bag, man. This thing is about to get real because like Betty Crocker, I know the system works. I know the formula works. When I wrote the 50 books, and now we've had over 200 authors go through our program to write their book. Why? Because I know the system works. So when there were people telling me, man, I've been trying to write a book for 2 years, 3 years, 5 years. Halana, man, I'm telling you. Halana, did you see like the questions that those handouts are asking you, Halana? Can you see how it's stretching you already? It's making you think in a different dimension already. It's making you like, oh man, I've never thought like this, or I've never really sat down to really think about this, about the result that I really want, about how clear I am. And so I'm able to now offer those handouts to you guys like Betty Crocker because I know the system works. And so when someone tells me I've been trying to write a book for 2 years, 3 years, and I tell them, oh, you can write this book in 30 days. It's like, how am I going to write this book in 30 days? I've been trying to write this book for 2 years. Oh, it's because you didn't have a system. The write your book formula is going to give you the system. It's going to give you the system. Once you follow the system, Frederick, you just came out with your book. But you follow the system. You follow the system. Okay, I'm going to write for 2 hours a day. I'm going to write 1 hour a day. For 30 days, I'm going to be focused. I break down my topics. Okay, boom. I pull in these stories. Oh, now I have a system. Now that I have a system, boom, I can create a book every month. This is how I wrote 50 books in 10 years because I have a system, guys. I have a system. I can sit down at any time, write a book because I have a system. It's no pressure on me. I don't get writer's block. I don't get any of that because I'm following a system. I'm following a system. So you got to ask yourself, are you following a system? Are you following a system for success? And when you do that, guys, that's how you make success normal. That's how you make winning normal. Because you have more, I don't even have confidence in myself. I have confidence in the system. I know the system's going to work. So even when I'm tired, I'm not motivated, I'm not inspired. I don't have to be inspired. I don't have to be motivated. I just follow the system. I just do the system. I don't need to be motivated, inspired. I just follow the system. And that changes everything, guys. So what system are you using? What strategies are you using? What solutions are you using? I'm telling you, guys, if you haven't signed up for the coaching, the group coaching that we're doing for 2021, it's about to be fire. Go to drwillspeaks.com/group coaching. If you haven't signed up for the coaching, I'm telling you, it's about to be out of this world. The people the people that you see that are connected to this coaching, watch what happens in 2021 for them. Watch what happens. So if you haven't signed up for the coaching, Roquita, you signed up for it. I'm telling you, if you haven't signed up for the coaching, go to drwillspeaks.com/group coaching. It actually starts tomorrow. Go get signed up. After tomorrow, we're locking it out. And the people that's in, they're in. And then we're about to go on this 12-month journey. We're about to go on this 12-month journey. And they're about to get in their bag. They're about to get into their systems. They're about to get into their strategies. They're about to create their winning formula for their life success. And I'm telling you, once you get a system in place, a strategy in place, and you know the solutions that you need, and now you have clarity, you have accountability, then all you're looking at is results. Because now you have clarity. I know exactly. Think about this, and I'll let you guys go. Think about this. When you know how to get somewhere, like if you're leaving your house, going to your local store, you're leaving your house, going to your job, how confident are you? Right? How confident are you? You don't even have to think that much. You know, you're operating on your subconscious now. You don't even need, you can be on the phone. You don't even really have to pay attention. You know where the turn is and all that. You don't even think about getting there. Think about this. When you're going to work and when you're going to the store, you don't even think about getting there. You just, boom, I know where I'm going to end up. Now take that same thing when you're going somewhere where you don't know where you're going. So you put it in the GPS system, and now you're paying attention a lot more. You're listening, like you're telling everybody in the car, "Be quiet. I need to listen so I can see my next turn." You're looking at the little dashboard. Okay, in 5 miles, take this exit. Like you're paying more, so it slows you down. But then you remember on your way back home how fast you get home. Don't you always like, man, I got home faster than it took me to get here. Why? Because you know where home is. You're clear about where home is. You know exactly where home is. That's how important clarity is. So when we work to get you to that clear point, what you really want to create in life, then now you know every action that you take. Just like when you're driving to work, you know that every turn is getting you to where you really want to be. You're not going to end up in some place that you don't want to be. You know exactly where you want to end up. So you're driving with confidence. You're not even really, that's what happens when you get clear and when you get systems. Right? Irma, you always say that, right? Man, we got home a lot faster. That's the thing about McDonald's again. They're taking all the thinking away. If they order 6 nuggets, they get 1 package of sauce. If they order 20, they get 2 packages of sauce. We don't even make you guess about it. Right? That's why they look at you side-eye. Because when you ask them questions, you've taken them off of their formula. When you say, "Can I get an extra sauce?" They like, "Extra sauce? Wait, hey, can we give out an extra sauce? Can we give out an extra sauce?" Because the formula says if you order 6, you get 1 sauce. You order 12, you get 2 sauces. When you say, "Hey, can I get another sauce?" Hey, they're taking us off the system. Hey, can we give out another sauce? And you sitting there like, dang, like I just asked for a little sauce. It wasn't about the sauce. You took them off their formula. They've been trained. No extra sauce for you, Alana. They've been trained like when you say, I always go, now look, I always go and I always take something off. I always make them do something different because I want my food to be fresh. So I always say, "Hey, no tomatoes on mine. No tomatoes on mine." I don't care about the tomatoes. I just want them to not be able to give me that prepackaged burger, right? I just want them to be able not to give me that prepackaged burger. Like you're going to have to really do my burger. Like you coming off, right? But for everybody else, boom, 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 right? What was the Big Mac formula? What's the Big Mac formula? What's the Big Mac formula, right? 2 all beef patties, 3 sesame seed buns, right? Lettuce, tomato, right? What was the little thing for McDonald's for the Big Mac? 2 all beef patties, three sesame seed buns, and the special sauce, right? That was the formula. Boom, 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 boom. Every McDonald's you go into. I've been to literally 50 different countries, and I always look for McDonald's because I know McDonald's is going to, I go here, I point to the left, that's where all the food menu is. I look in the middle, that's where all the value menus are. I look to the right, that's where you're going to have your drinks and your desserts. Every single McDonald's I go to. Nobody gets in the McDonald's systems, get to make up their own system. You go look up, left, number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Number 10 is the fish fillet. I know it. 2 all beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun. It's the formula, baby. It's the formula. 2 all beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun. Baby, that's what we're talking about. That's the formula. Like, that's the formula. Everybody knows that around the world, right? 2 all beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun. It's the formula. That's a Big Mac. It's not a Whopper, right? It's not a Big King. That is a Big Mac all day long. That's systems, guys. That's systems. That is systems. That's the power of systems. You want to put your life on a system so you get the same result every time. You get the same result, the winning result every time. Every once in a while, that bun may come out a little bit burnt. Every once in a while, the tomato may slide off. But overall, 85 to 90%. 85 to 90%, right? You're going to get that same product every single time. This is why, systematic. This is why I like to go to Denny's all the time. The Grand Slam. I know exactly what I'm getting. 2 pancakes, right? 2 pancakes, some scrambled eggs, 2 different meats. I know it every single time. They're going to bring it to me. It's the doc. It's the formula. All right, guys. I got to get out of here. Hope you guys have a fantastic Friday, whatever you guys are doing today. Hey, create a winning system. Hey, if you haven't signed up for our coaching, that's a 1-year program. Go to drwillspeaks.com/group coaching. Get in there, guys. I'm telling you, you're going to kick yourself. Like, you can't let 2021 get away. You can't have back-to-back years where you was off track. Like 2020 threw a lot of us off track. You got to make sure you're on track for 2020. You got to make sure you're on track for 2021. You got to make sure, guys. So if you haven't signed up for the coaching, go to drwillspeaks.com/group coaching, guys. Go to group coaching. All right, guys. Have a fantastic Friday. I'll talk to you guys later.